Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another Cookie and Noodles adventure. Part 1, A Dream Takes Flight. A Cookie, the calico cat, lounged on the windowsill, her vibrant patches of orange, black and white fur gleaming in the afternoon sun. Noodles, she called, a voice a mixture of mischief and thought. I've been thinking, what if we could go to the moon? Noodles, her sleek black and white sister, peeked around the corner of the couch, her eyes wide. The moon? Like, really go there? How would we even do that? A Cookie hopped down, her paws padding softly on the floor. We could use our magic. Remember how we made that spaghetti grow last week? That was fun. Noodles tilted her head, a thoughtful expression crossing her face. True, but we'll need something really special to get there. What about spacesuits? Exactly, Cookie exclaimed, her tail flicking with joy. Let's make a list of everything we need. The sisters dashed to their shared little nook, where they kept a stash of colourful paper. Cookie scribbled furiously, her kitty paws making a mess of the page. Okay, we need shiny helmets, fluffy boots, and lots of sparkly fabric. Noodles nodded, grinning. And space snacks. We can't go without snacks. Once their list was complete, the two cats scampered into the kitchen, where Mr. Waffle, their kind-hearted owner, was sipping tea. He looked down at them, his round glasses perched on his nose. What's all this commotion about? Mr. Waffle, Cookie jumped up, her paws landing on his leg. We want to go to the moon. Mr. Waffle chuckled. His laughter was inviting and warm. The moon? That sounds quite an adventure, ladies. How do you plan to get there? We need spacesuits, Noodles chimed, her eyes sparkling. Can you help us shop for some things we need? Of course. Let's take a trip to the stores, Mr. Waffle replied, putting down his tea. I might have some old fabric in the attic too. With the shopping list clutched in Cookie's mouth, the trio set off their grand adventure. The bustling streets of Newcastle were full of sights and sounds, the scent of fresh pastries wafting through the air. Look at all the sparkly things, Cookie squealed. As they entered the craft store, her eyes darted from roll to roll of glittery fabric. A focus, Cookie, Noodles nudged her. We need stuff for our suits, remember? Mr. Waffle grabbed a few bolts of shiny material, chuckling at the cat's antics. You two are going to look quite the sight in your spacesuits. After a whirlwind of shopping, they returned home with bags stuffed full of materials. The night stretched ahead, full of possibilities. Let's go to work, Noodles said, a tail swishing with determination. They gathered around the kitchen table where Mr. Waffle had laid out their supplies. Now, what's the first step? He asked, scratching his head. Cookie grinned, her eyes sparkling with mischief. We need to design our helmets. They should be the best. As they worked into the night, laughter filled the room, and Mr. Waffle expertly stitched, while the cats provided plenty of inspiration. Cookie's silly ideas often led to giggles, while Noodles kept them on track. Mr. Waffle, this fabric looks like stars, Cookie exclaimed, holding up a shimmering cloth. Can I have the helmet with stars? Only if I get one with sparkles, Noodles pouted playfully. Deal? Deal, Cookie laughed, her heart swelling with excitement. Finally, as the clock chimed midnight, they admired their creations. The makeshift spacesuits were a riot of colours, adorned with shiny bits and pieces. Tomorrow we're going to the moon, Cookie declared, her voice a mix of glee and disbelief. Noodles could hardly contain her excitement. Let's watch moon videos all day to prepare. Mr. Waffle smiled, his heart full as he watched his beloved cats. Just remember, you two are my little astronauts. I'll be right here, waiting for you to return. As the cats settled down for a night's rest, dreams of the moon and alien adventures filled their heads. Tomorrow promised to be a day like no other. Moonlight adventures. The dawn broke with a soft glow, spilling golden light into the cosy home of Mr. Waffles. Cookie awoke first, stretching her paws and yawning wildly. Noodles, wake up! It's time to go to the moon! She squeaked, her excitement bubbling over. Noodles stirred, blinking sleep from her eyes. Already? I was dreaming about moon cheese. She leaped out of bed, her energy matching Cookie's. Let's get dressed in our spacesuits! The sisters scampered into the living room, where their colourful glittering suits awaited. Wow! We look amazing! Cookie twirled around, the sparkly fabric shimmering in the sunlight. I feel like a real astronaut. Me too. Noodles adjusted her shiny helmet. Okay. Now all we have to do is watch the videos while nighttime comes. And that's what we did. Of course, when nighttime came and the moon came out in the sky, Noodles said, Okay, let's do our magic. Our magic on the count of 3. They stood side by side, tails twitching in excitement. 1, 2, 3, they shouted in unison. Suddenly, their tails began to glow, and the room filled with a soft magical hum. Zoom, whirl, whoosh. The air crackled around them as they lifted off the ground, soaring through the open window and into the bright sky. Look at us, Cookie shouted. Her voice filled with joy as they zipped through the clouds. The world below shrank, and soon they spotted the moon, a glowing orb beckoning them closer. Faster, Cookie, the moon is waiting, Noodles urged, her heart racing with thrill. With a flick of their tails, they shot toward the moon, leaving behind a trail of sparkles. In no time at all, they landed softly on the lunar surface, the ground beneath them as light as air. Whoa, it's even better than I imagined, Cookie exclaimed, bouncing around in excitement. Look at the craters. Suddenly a voice echoed through the moonlit landscape. Well, what do we have here? A small green cat with big, bright eyes bounded over, its fur glistening like the stars. Welcome to the moon. I'm Zippy. Zippy? We're Cookie and Noodles. We came to explore, Noodles said, her eyes wide with wonder. Just then, a tall, friendly alien with a wide grin approached. And I'm Alf. I hope you're ready for some fun. His laughter rang out like bells. Ho, I can show you around. Follow me. Yay, let's go, Noodles cheered, her heart soaring as they followed Alf and Zippy. They hopped from crater to crater, marvelling at the moon's beauty. Look over there, Zippy pointed at a shimmering patch of cheese-like substance. That's moon cheese. It's delicious. Moon cheese! Cookie's eyes sparkled with delight. Can we eat it? Of course. It's the best, Alf said, grabbing a piece with his tiny paws. Here, try some. Cookie took a tentative nibble. This is amazing. She bounced with joy. Noodles, you have a taste. Okay. Noodles took a bite, her eyes widening. You're right, it's the best cheese ever. As they indulged in their lunar feast, a gentle voice chimed in. Hello, my darling cats. Mrs. Spoon, the moon's motherly figure, appeared, a smile warm and inviting. I've been waiting for you. Would you like to join us at our moon tea party? A tea party? Cookie exclaimed, her ears perked up. That sounds wonderful. Yes, please, Noodles added, practically bouncing with excitement. Mrs. Spoon led them to a cosy spot under a glittering star tree, where a table was set with 2 tiny cups and plates of moon cheese treats. Welcome. Make yourselves at home, she said, pouring a glowing tea into their cups. This is the best adventure ever, Cookie squealed. As they sipped their tea and shared stories, the cats felt a sense of belonging. You know, Alf said, grinning, you too should visit the moon more often. Definitely, Noodles replied, her heart full. We'll bring Mr. Waffle next time. Finally, the time came for them to return home. It's time to go, but we'll come back, Cookie promised, hugging Zippy and Alf tightly. Don't forget your moon cheese. Mrs. Spoon handed them a bag filled with delightful treats. Thank you, Noodles said, her eyes shining. As they soared back through the sky, Cookie looked at Noodles, her heart racing. What an adventure! I can't wait to tell Mr. Waffle everything. When they landed safely in their living room, Mr. Waffle was waiting with open arms. You're back! How was the moon? Cookie and Noodles exchanged excited glances. Amazing! Amazing! We met aliens. We had a tea party and brought you moon cheese, they exclaimed together. Mr. Waffle chuckled, accepting the moon cheese. I can't wait to taste it. As the cats nestled down, exhausted but happy, Mr. Waffle smiled, knowing their dreams would always take them to magical places. Good night, my little astronauts, he whispered, as the moon shone brightly outside, a reminder of their incredible adventure. The end. And that was Cookie and Noodles Going to the Moon, written by me, read by me. Thank you for listening. Many blessings.